Hello, thanks for tuning in to my August 25th, 2017 video blog. Today, the reason that I flashed that question on the screen was really to make a point. The subconscious fear and doubt, every human being has it, and all of us will either have to face it or not face it at some point in our lives. It happens. Fear is a part of the mechanism which drives survival in animals. And being at the top of the food chain, we have found ourselves with several vestigial personality traits, organs, and the like. Now, when I say fear, when I say subconscious fear, I don't mean like, oh my god, it's a spider, I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a survival mechanism. But what I mean by the subconscious fears and doubts is, fear of being ourselves, fear of being accepted, fear of having the right intentions, or fear of our actions not having the right impact. That paralyzing fear that keeps us from taking actions in our lives to better ourselves, to improve our communities and civilization as a whole, and to sustain planet Earth. A lot of us are held back by fears that we don't even recognize, and doubts. A lot of this doubt stems from knowing that there are powerful people in the world. We're raised in a world in which there is a government, there are doctors, there are all these societies of powerful, highly intelligent, highly specialized people that take care of everything, and we know that they're taking care of everything. And we learn a lot of the times, do we want to be one of them? Well, sometimes maybe we don't. Sometimes maybe we don't see that. We're just on track to become another cog in this great civilization of specialists and powerful, specialized professions. And I see that the doubt that we have, that so many of us have, comes from knowing that someone else will take care of it for us. Back in prehistoric times, a human being would be born and they would know they would have to hunt for food. There would be no doubt about that. Nowadays, it's, Mommy, I need a toy. Mommy, I need dinner. Mommy, I'm hungry. And they get it. They know they're going to get it. There's very rarely any doubt. If there is a doubt, generally, for example, living in a low-income family, you're still going to eat. Especially in America. Now, there are places in the world where that doesn't happen, and the need for food and water does override everything. But even that's changing. With charities, with non-profits, with people helping out, the world is going in a direction where we all know that we're all taken care of. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But I'm saying that the psychology behind that and how it affects the mind is a new thing in human history. It's a new type of evolution for civilization as a whole. How do we cope with this? How do we retain our instincts as humans to create a better and more happy life for ourselves when our needs are being provided for on a greater and greater level? And I read somewhere that nowadays the average American with a smartphone and a computer and the amount of electricity we use, that is likened to a certain number of hand servants, foot servants working for us. So no matter how bad our job sucks, we still go home to see that we have all these people, metaphorical people, but it amounts to manpower working for us. All of us are living like kings, or living like kings would have thousands of years ago. And it's a new thing. It's not an entirely new thing. Obviously, with the Industrial Revolution has brought a lot of that, and the Industrial Revolution has continued, and now we live in a post industrial, information age society, which I can get into all of that on a completely different topic during a different vlog. But my whole thing is, we need to overcome that fear and doubt. We need to realize that we're being held back by complacency. We need to realize that our purpose, we each have a purpose. You have a purpose, I have a purpose. All of us have a purpose. Each one of us have an individual purpose that betters us and glorifies us as individuals among the greater community. We each have a purpose within our civilization, to sustain our civilization and to sustain planet Earth. And as a civilization, it also has a purpose, and planet Earth also has a purpose. In each of these three parts, the individual, the civilization, and the planets, each have a purpose, and their purposes are intertwined. Our purposes are intertwined and inextricably just play off one another. Inextricably, that's a big word. So anyway, just something to think about. I drew a little diagram. It is actually a triangle facing forward, so it's like a play button, but I will show that at the end of the video, which is right now. It really helps me to think, to center my perspectives, my worldviews, when I am, focusing on so many different things in life, so many opportunities, so many people, so many networks, so many communities, so many countries, so many ideas everywhere. So I will flash the diagram, and that will be the end of the video. Thank you for watching.